Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello. So sorry we're a little late today, but this is an episode of There's Layers to This, and you're probably used to us hopping on late at this point right now. but hey, guys, this is our season finale, season 5, episode 11.
11, y'all. We gave you a bonus episode this season.
Yeah, we're giving you guys a bonus. We wanted to make sure we do something a little special, which we will have something special for you guys, and some
We
special
always do.
announcements too. But yeah, in case you're wondering where we're at, this is my studio in my house. So you get a little sneak peek of all the fun stuff we have going on. Hopefully, you
Yeah.
catch some of the Lorenzo. Yes, we have two picture frames of Lorenzo back there. One for me, one for Keegan.
We really love Lorenzo here on the show, as you can tell. I mean, we've got him right here.
Yeah.
Here's a little question for anyone who might be actually paying attention. How many Lorenzos do you see on screen?
Ooh.
Find on the show today.
That should be like one of the giveaway, like if they want to win.
Yeah. We are doing a giveaway. We'll talk about what we're giving away later, but
Yeah, and just
that's a good one. That's a good one. That's
do
how
like
you could enter is give us a number of how many Lorenzos you can see on screen today, because there's a good amount. And that'll be your way to enter.
But anyways, I think they need some intros, whether this is your first time or you've been here with us for a while. We appreciate you. But in case you don't know who we are, my name is Valerie Carrillo, aka 777. And I've been in Web3 since May of 2021. Got in with Gary V through his V Friends NFT collection. And I won in one of his giveaways. And a very first NFT came straight from his wallet into mine. And I had offers on OpenSea of $120,000 and probably could have sold it comfortably for $140,000. That was insane to me. And I realized that there was something happening where there was this hype, this craze, where someone was willing to give that much to this digital image. And so that inspired me to start a group, a community here. I'm based here in San Diego, California. So I started San Diego NFT Friends because I just wanted to connect with people who were in the space. Why were they here? What were they doing? And what did they see that was going to happen with the space, So we started off people. We've grown to over 1,000 members, and we have a meetup every single month. I usually do a panel, or sometimes we have a speaker, and usually free food and free drinks, and the event is free. So we try to do hybrid. So if you're not based in San Diego, you can tune into virtually. And then besides that, I went down so many different paths in the Web3 space, trying to figure out, how can I make an impact? And I really discovered that I do really like getting people together, making people, find, maybe their next CEO or their next friend in Web3 space, or their next partner. You just never know. And so I really love seeing that happening at my meetups and just getting really high quality people to connect together. So I started my event company called Red Rug Edutainment. And so that's what I do now, full time, full entrepreneur. Started the business from the ground up, and in December it'll be 2 years since we business. So yeah, I hear a little bit more about some updates on the show today with Red Rug, some really exciting stuff. But yeah, I'll pass it over to my other host here.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, she's had a journey, as you can tell. I've had just as long of a journey, very different, but we both up here. Creatress Sara Imora is my actual, oh my gosh, government name. But yeah, I am a multidisciplinary artist. I came into the space in around 2017 when I bought a little bit of XRP on Kraken. You guys remember Kraken? One of the early marketplaces where you could get these cryptocurrencies. So that's how I initially got in. And then fast forward a few years, the rise of Doge. Remember that? So I kind of my attention was brought back into the crypto scene then. And then right after that, 2021, the rise of Clubhouse, the social app, and the rise of NFTs is where I got back in really full on because, as I said, I'm a multi artist. Art has been my focus, my goal, forever. So I was there right when the learning and everybody was talking about NFTs and now art on the blockchain. So ever since then, I've been really full time in the space, and I've developed mixed reality performance art that I've gotten a chance to do at over 30 Web3 events, as many that Valerie has host or has somehow helped me connect with someone who was hosting. So it's been a really fun journey, and I feel like we're just getting events. Yeah, here we are on this. There's to the show. We talk about art. We talk about Web3. We talk about toads. So
happy Taco Toads Tuesday.
Hey, yes, Taco Tuesday. Yes, we gotta give it up for the toads and the tacos. Eat a taco, pet a toad. Welcome
to. So there is many show. We dive deep into our own personal journeys and what we're doing, but then we also like to dive a little bit into what's happening with the global, and then we dive in. Yes. So definitely today we have some stuff on the agenda. I wanted to share some good news since we're talking about our journeys here with Red Rug. So Red Rug, again, is my Web3 event company. So I want to give a big thank you to Creatress because do you want to tell the story about how you met Randy real quick? Just like how serendipity that was?
Yeah, I was on an airplane. And we just we were like almost near the back row, and we had a seat in between us. You know how on Southwest flights it's like random seating,
and right? Usually it's a packed plane. You never have the middle seat open.
Yeah, it was full flight. But somehow we happened to get an empty seat. So I just remember right before the flight took off, she's like, "Hey, I think we got the only empty seat in the middle, like a full flight." And I was like, "Yay!" and like high five. and then we just started talking, and then yeah, that's pretty much how we met.
And you shared with her about our show. There's layers to this.
It came up
about the live stream that I do, that we do.
Yeah.
And she happened to say, "Hey, I'm having an event in San Diego and I need someone to do the live stream," because I guess her person fell through. Yeah. And that's where you recommended me and Red Rug. And so, yeah, guys, Red Rug is going to be doing their first gig, non-Web3 actually.
That's right.
But we're going to be the official live stream for Randy's event, which is Expanded. It's a wellness event. So, if you're dealing with anxiety, feelings of stress, feelings of being overwhelmed, maybe you have some self-sabotaging patterns. I know we all kind of do at some point,
Oh, yeah.
So this event is going to be for you. So since I'll be doing the live stream, there will be a virtual component. If you can't tune in person, we will post links after the after our show in case you want to check that out. But yeah, Red Rug is going to be the live stream, and that's our first official gig outside of Web3. So we'll see with the live stream component there.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. So next is definitely want to spotlight people in Florida. We are heading over to Florida at the end of this year, specifically Miami. But I'm sure many of you have seen the hurricanes that have been impacting Florida. And I was looking on my timeline last night because I was like, you know what? I'm not who watches tea. And so I usually get
Yeah.
my news through Twitter, or sometimes I see videos that are posted on TikTok or Instagram. And I saw some crazy videos of Hurricane Milton that is on its way right now. I think yesterday it was impacting Cancun and the Yucatan Peninsula. And so,
yeah. I have a friend who was in Cancun just yesterday, and this morning,
yeah.
like live report, right? I mean, it was nothing bad, but she did say the storm was really, really intense, really strong last night.
My gosh.
And she was up listening to. She's at a resort. I think I told you.
Oh, okay.
So she was just there last night, and yeah, so that's on the Cancun side. I do want to say, when you're done, I do know some people who were in Tampa and were affected by the one just passed up. Go on, please.
There is some Web3 communities too, I know, impacted too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Hurricane Milton is the 5th strongest hurricane recorded in over here on this hemisphere of the earth. And it's a category 5. I do think I saw that it's going to be around a category 4 or 3 by the time it gets to Tampa. But yesterday it was a category 5, which is the highest category that you can have for a hurricane, which means the hurricane has to sustain wind speeds of 157 miles per hour or higher. So this Hurricane Milton, was at 180 miles per hour, which is insane. And it had gusts of winds of 200 plus miles per hour. So I can't even, I'm here based in California. I've never gone through a hurricane. We've gone through some strong winds, like in the valley, if you're in LA, the Santa Anita winds, but I can't even fathom what that is like. And so they even talked about that the eye storm specifically, for those who don't know, the eye of the storm is usually the center of the hurricane, where you kind of have it's deceiving. The hurricane, it's usually calmer, right? It's like the sky parts, you can see the sun. It's not raining anymore. It's winds. So you're like, oh, okay, is this over? But no, the eye is just passing over you, and then you'll get the tails of the hurricane. So the eye of the storm is only 3.8 miles wide.
Okay.
So, which is very, very small. Usually you have these eyes of the hurricanes that go miles and miles long. So 3.8, I mean, that's me going to the store at Vaughn's, like 4 miles down the road, right? Which is not very far. So this hurricane, more people are getting impacted by all of that wind and rain and all the destruction that it can cause. So just wanted to spotlight that, because we definitely want to, send our thoughts and prayers to anyone who's affected, and families and loved ones. We definitely know people who have been affected by the hurricane that happened before. So I don't know, Creatress, you wanted to share?
I mean, just a little bit. I honestly don't remember the name of the hurricane that just passed.
Helen, I was saying?
The one that affected Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have some family friends, and their house was flooded. I think they had up to like 3 feet of water.
Mm-hmm.
And just like they had basically got completely destroyed. A nice, really classic one. But just like, I think most of their stuff in their house is just not good anymore, and like, I think there's all sorts of repairs that need to be done. And now there's about to be this one, and it's supposed to hit them again because they're in the Tampa area.
Yeah.
So just just want to send our love and just prayers for everybody who's out there, who was affected, who might be affected, who's just in the general area. Like,
and speaking of actually the previous Hurricane Helen, I mean, you guys can see we're so like nouns branded out. We have the noggles here, these pictures here on the side, and those are actually made and produced by a company called Big Shot. And one of the founders of Big Shot is I believe, based in North Carolina, and is affected. So there is a nouns prop going on right now to help fund him and help out with all of the destruction that's happened with his home. I think he has pictures of his home with like water inside. So, so if you're a part of the nouns, go check that out. Go vote for it. You know, these are the wonderful things that DAOs can do to help for good cause individuals who have made a huge impact, you know, especially on nouns. Everybody wears the noggles. And so Big Shot has done so much for the nouns community.
Absolutely.
So I think he definitely deserves some help. And this is not a prop done by him, but it's someone from the community who's like, hey, let's do this for him.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I did not know.
Yes. And so on to some news about it as well. SpaceX and T-Mobile have been given permission by the FCC to give cell service to those affected by Hurricane Helen in North Carolina. Starlink satellites give those affected direct to cell capability to provide coverage for cell phones. So thank you FCC, because I know you know, sometimes, I mean, I've heard things, I don't want to get into it with FEMA, I'm blocking certain things, but thank goodness they allowed you know, Starlink and T-Mobile to come in and help give you know, some help to people. But Issa, so we had some people already comment. Bobby said, time for a show. Looks like he's excited. Thanks, Bobby, for tuning in. Bobby. We had Authored Sired, who threw up some fire flames, toad, and a taco. So thank you, Authored. Good to see you in here. And we got your sister in the chat, Issa, saying dope setup, and that she found Waldo. So yeah, you found Waldo. Waldo's been waiting, I don't know how many decades to be found. So he looks a little
he looks a little tired.
He looks a little bony. He looks a little, you know, I don't know, dead. Yeah, I don't know. He's been found.
He also has got a little bit of a Harry Potter vibe going, and I'm not mad about it at all. I just want to put it out there. I do not support the author at all, but I do like Harry Potter, the story. That's all I'm going to say on that.
I thought you were going to say you don't support the author of Where's Waldo. I was like, what did
No.
do?
I don't know who the author of Where's Waldo, who that is. And so I cannot confirm or deny if they're cool or not. So
Moon Grew's tuning in and says, feed Waldo, please. Yeah, so we'll feed him.
Will we?
We'll see. Maybe some lasagna. I mean, we got lasagna on the screen. I'm sure he's starving.
I'm pretty hungry. I might have to eat on the show today.
That's all good. And then Issa says he's ready for Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, shoot.
Yes, he is ready. He might be making some more appearances in this next season over here.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Oh, you guys. Okay, so tonight,
right.
By the way, speaking of seasons, okay, so now we're going into season 6. I don't know. And that's going to start really soon. And I think, basically we're going to have at least 2 or 3 shows. The first 3 shows of the season, I think, are going to be in October. Mm-hmm. So there will be some extra scary elements to the show. Yeah,
we'll share a little bit more about it for sure. Waldo. Moongru says Coco. I guess he's talking about the Dia de los Muertos. Was it Disney?
That's a good movie. A Disney movie, Coco. Yeah, that was good. That was a cute one.
And then Authored coming through, super sweet, giving some assistance. He says you can go to www.floridadisaster.org if anyone needs help or updates on Milton or recovery from Helen. So thank you so much for that resource too. I'll leave it up there for a little bit in case anybody needs to get that down, write that down. But let's get into some other news. We've got some tech news. So I don't know if you saw this on your timeline, but did you see anything about the Apple Vision Pro?
Oh, we love the tech. Yeah. You know what's so funny? I had not read that, but I'm a little closer to trying it. I went to the Apple store. I signed up for a demo. Mm-hmm. I was waiting on them. Turns out I didn't have my glasses with me, and I guess they have some inserts for the Vision Pro that they have like prescription inserts.
Oh.
So I guess I didn't go through the whole process, but I'm close. Okay, because now I figured out I need to bring my glasses. I think what they do is they look at your prescription on your glasses. I think it's like on your frames, and then they give you the corresponding lenses, and they just pop them in, and that's how you use it.
No way.
So I'm gonna do that because we're actually maybe I'll do it today because it's Fashion Valley. They have them.
Okay.
I just hadn't. I remember there's no Apple store in Maui. So for this first few, however long it's been out, I would have had to fly to another island or just do it while I was on a trip. Just hasn't happened. But I think this is the week I'm going to try it. But I'm excited to hear what's going on with
it. News. So this is a cool one. Because obviously when you do any VR headsets, it's immersive. So hold on, let me get my news here. So they created the first scripted film for Apple Vision Pro, and it's the longest Apple immersive video ever released, which is 17 minutes. 17 minutes long.
Wow.
And it comes out October 10th.
Gee, I feel like that should be really fun to watch. October 10th, that's only in a couple of days. Yep. I wonder how they're handling the distribution. Like, is it like a free thing?
I'm not sure. That's a good. I don't recall if you have to pay a ticket or something to see it, but it's a film. It's called Submerged, and it's about a World War II submarine crew combating a harrowing torpedo attack in this adrenaline pumping thrill ride. Wow. So this is from the filmmaker Edward Berger. He was the director of an Academy Award winning All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay, I've heard of that.
So I have not, but yeah, I guess he produced this film, and you can only watch it for the Apple Vision Pro. 17 minutes.
Can't wait to see it. I really do want to try it. So maybe they'll have it at the Apple Store or something once it comes out.
Yeah, you can Google or whatever. It's out. There's parts where like they're in the submarine and it looks like water fills up the submarine. So like the camera goes underwater. So I'm like wondering, like, do you feel like with them or being attacked with them? Like if you're in the Vision Pro, like I wonder how it is for your senses. To experience something like that.
Well, immersed and it's made for the headset. I would think you would probably feel like you are there on some level. I mean, I've played a few. I've been in VR a lot, right? And it does feel quite immersive. I've also done games. So like my first experience with VR was at the Venetian in Vegas, and it was this place called The Void, and they had all these headsets. You would go in there and you could go with like 4 people, and they would put you in a room and everyone's wearing the headset. You got a vest, you got a gun, because it was a Star Wars game. So I just remember like feeling, we were on like at some point in the level we were walking through like a narrow pathway, and I remember feeling scared to fall.
Oh yeah.
Even though I knew I was in a room. You know what I'm saying? So like
crazy.
The immersive aspect definitely. Yeah, I think you would probably like hold my breath on movies when someone's going underwater. So like if I was wearing the headset, I would definitely be like, yeah, definitely. I think, I would imagine it's pretty immersive.
Moonger's asking how much. He thinks 3,500. Do you know how much?
Yeah. I think they're about 3,500.
Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully they get a little cheaper in price. Usually tech does, as you know, it gets better and better. So we got some AI news. Maybe some of you have seen it, but did you see it? Hey Jen, did you see the Hey Jen news?
No. Hey Jen.
So Hey Jen, which is an AI platform, has a new avatar which has more poses, camera angles, and outfits. So I wish I'm doing a lot of stuff here, guys. A lot of stuff. I would have the little not trailer, but video that people have with it, and it's like so crazy good at how realistic it looks. So it has like literally, instead of you and I being here, we could take a picture. Let's say we take a picture of just us here.
Okay.
And then like we give AI our voices, right?
Okay.
And then it will do what we're doing, like all our gestures, our talking, this and that. And it like you can still kind of tell it sounds AI-ish, but the visuals, as far as like how natural it looks, you can also change the angles of it, like the lighting, like it looks so good, kind of scary good. But it's also kind of like, well, if you were ever nervous about starting a podcast or always hated doing like the editing where you have to like stop the camera, do it again, like you can get it now in your first shot with the AI if you were to like impose your face and your mouth, your voice into it. Like, yeah, you and I don't have to do this IRL anymore. We can just kind of edit some things and maybe we can put ourselves on the moon.
We should try it.
An interview.
I think we should try it. Just
one episode of doing it.
I think not a whole episode, but like
a segment. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Would that be interesting?
Let us know. Yeah, let us know if you guys want to see that. That sounds really interesting. So also last thing, non-Web3 news is some more news from SpaceX. So Falcon 9. So Falcon 9 is a 2-stage reusable rocket. They've done a lot of things launching, crews and missions and objects into space using Falcon 9. And then the rockets, they detach, they land back down, used. So they just launched Hera, and Hera is the European Space Agency's planetary defense mission. So that just launched, I think it was like 2 days ago now. It
planetary defense
got
mission.
there yesterday, I think I want to say. So they will be studying the impact of NASA's double asteroid redirection test. Okay, DART.
Y'all, this is important. This might sound like some nerdy stuff that like doesn't matter, but like how many of you have seen Armageddon?
Yeah.
Think Armageddon, okay? Y'all, let's talk
like
film.
The meteor, the asteroid coming down,
Bruce
impacting
Willis,
Earth.
Y'all, remember Liv Tyler? Hello? You guys know this. Okay? They had to take a rocket, land it on the freaking asteroid, blow it up, to make sure it didn't come hit us and like end us like the dinosaurs. Okay. So now NASA is literally working on this because there are hella asteroids passing by all the time.
So NASA did do that. So they launched it kind of looks like a satellite. They've launched a rocket into space. This was back in 2021. I want to say they did this. They did this to a small moon like this. They launched and they made impact on this moon, and it actually worked successfully. They actually were able to increase the speed of the orbit, the spinning of the moon. They thought originally it was only going to be 2 minutes that they were going to speed it up. They ended up speeding it by 32 minutes, way faster. Wow. So from the European side, right, this is NASA. That's NASA here in the US, but the European Space Agency is launching their own research. They're launching it over there to do more research on the impact of what that had on the moon. And Amazing. So we'll see some updates on that hopefully in the next coming months. And I'll keep a lookout for you guys, and we'll share the news as we get it.
That's amazing. I love to hear it.
Yeah, so DART was also, by the way, DART was also launched by Falcon 9. So Falcon 9's doing a lot of work, and they're actually retiring the first stage booster. So remember, guys, I told you it's a 2-stage booster, so it usually takes 2 boosters to get up into orbit. So they're retiring one of the first sets, and that first set, thank you so much for your service. It did 23 missions in its time of use.
It's pretty cool tech, guys. It's a pretty cool robot.
So let's get into some Web3 news. Moonguru says no, he likes IRL, so he doesn't want to see any of the AI stuff. You like seeing us this in person.
We'll
I
just
appreciate
do
that.
it for like the just to show you guys how much better IRL is, just for the comparison.
Bobby says, just start a section of the show called Moonshot News, and it's covering space news.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I actually, back in Clubhouse days, guys, I'm old, right? 2021, early 2021.
You're old. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, this is old stuff. I was alive before Twitter spaces existed. I was alive before Twitter was renamed X. Guys, I was alive when Twitter was still called Twitter.
We were alive before YouTube existed. We were alive before a lot of things existed.
Before YouTube existed too, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But anyways,
all right, now I feel old.
So yeah.
What were we saying? What were we talking about?
So you're talking about Clubhouse days.
Clubhouse days. Oh, I used to be in a club called Small Steps, Big Leaps, something like that, and it was all about space. And like
cool.
Astronauts would be in there, and it would be like all sorts.
What?
Like Dr. Cyan Proctor, the first time I ever talked to her was in one of those spaces. It was and I used to host a space called Art in Space. So we would talk about all sorts of things like that. So I am
so cool,
so into having a whole segment of the show called Moonshot.
I follow a lot of like Instagram pages of astronauts, like female astronauts.
Me too.
Oh
Space
my
Gal.
God. Yes, Space Gal. She has a little daughter.
And Kelly Girardi. She's about to go space.
Yes.
Like a Latina woman.
Yes. That one. She's the one who has a daughter.
The blonde daughter.
The blonde
girl. Oh my God, we love you, Kelly.
Yes.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. All right, thanks, Bobby.
Yes, because there's so much happening, like in tech, also with space. Crazy.
I mean, space.
And like, how can you keep up? That's why we're here, because there's layers to this, and we're gonna try and give you all the layers of what's happening in our world in our current time. So, and we're just trying to capture it all because this is insane. We live in an interesting time right now.
I feel like every show is a little time capsule because obviously we're not reporting on everything. We're just reporting on the things that like seem most interesting to us, right? Or like the most relevant. But regardless, it's still like a little time capsule, like what we that week and we talked about. Everyone else can talk about other stuff too. That's fine. We're not covering every single thing, but it is kind of cool in a way now that I think about it.
Because it's like, especially us degens, like our timelines are flooded, obviously, usually with Web3 news, crypto, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, what about the other tech that's happening that could affect eventually? Blockchain will get into it. Crypto will get into it somehow, right? So it's good to stay ahead of the curve. And I think space is just one of those realms that they'll just not already. I mean, we kind of sent NFTs to the moon already and stuff like that. So there has been some overlap and integration there, but I think we'll see more of it. So it's just nice to kind of see these verticals and like keep track of them,
Absolutely agreed. I think that's a great idea. And yes, motion passed.
All right. Well, we're
What's
halfway
next?
into our show now. And so let's get into the Web3 news.
The Web news segment. Do we have any comments we should answer before we?
No. I think we've kind of paid attention to all of them.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's put up a little cat though. My little dancing cat for the Web3 news. Oh my gosh! And we need to shout out Tyler. Real quick, shout out to Tyler.
What up?
He's been the third co-host. In case you've been watching our show for a while, you're an OG. You saw him. This is Tyler and, of course, Lorenzo. And, Lorenzo's boss. No, Lorenzo is the boss of Tyler.
Yes.
There's layers. It's a story. It's a whole story. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about the lore of the show in a while, but essentially, we'll touch on it just real briefly, right? Well, we got to give a shout out to the Cryptodes. So the Cryptodes are a collection of toads, different types of toads, created, envisioned, and brought to life by King Gremplin. So. These are on the market. These are on Ethereum. And they're also CCO, which means anyone can just copy, paste, right click, save, as they like to say, and use it for whatever they want, but like legally, right? That's CCO. They're giving it away.
Mhm.
So, Tyler, if you want to pull him up again,
Okay, let's put
he
up
was like, these are freaking awesome. I'm going to collect some. So he bought some on chain. And the one that he liked the most was this guy here, who we lovingly call Lorenzo. And he, as you can tell, or you may or may not be able to tell, but his skin color, the trait is tabby.
Mhm.
Tabby for cat. At orange
Do
cat.
you guys know a tabby cat?
Who's a tabby cat that everybody knows?
Who's
Everyone's
a tabby cat?
Everyone's seen him. Everyone's been around at some point or another. We've been exposed to a tabby cat, whether outside, but on your TV. We're talking TV. We're talking Garfield. A tabby orange cat. So this guy, Lorenzo is a lot like Garfield, is specifically in the way that he loves lasagna.
Dun, 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 dun.
There's layers to this. There's layers to lasagna. There's layers to blockchain. This is our show.
There's layers to humans. There's layers to it all, guys.
Onions, Shrek.
Yes.
we do some Shrek references
layers. Too. Yes. Issa says, we miss you. Miss Tyler. Tyler's been working hard, but we may see him soon. We'll talk about it, but Nounstown, we're going to talk about a little bit more, but yes, we're going to see Tyler soon. Yes. And Issa says, he, that dancing cat made my day.
Aw, good.
I love that. That's like my favorite meme. I don't know. I just love that cat. It's so cute. So, Web3. So more updates about Red Rug, my Web3 event company. We are officially part of the Made by Apes program, the MBA program by the Yuga Labs. And so now you vote proposals with DAO. And so usually, if you own ApeCoin, you can vote, and your vote is weighted by how much coin you're holding, right?
Right.
Well, now we kind of like a sub DAO in a way, if you will say, where it's all the people that have licenses and businesses under the MBA program. Mm-hmm. And so we'll vote, we'll basically copy whatever proposals are in the Ape DAO into the MBA voting. And so we as a collective vote where yay or nay.
Wow.
And then that will have its own weighted. So MBA has been allocated, I want to say 6.2 million ApeCoin.
That's Euro 6.7.
6.7. Thank you. ApeCoin has been delegated for us. So that way and that as a business. Businesses. So
that's amazing. That makes sense. It's like the Business Owners Association voting all as one.
Yeah,
that's cool.
one. Yes. So we're officially a part of that, and then also with becoming an MBA, you get to have these sessions that they have every other Wednesday in their Bored Ape Discord. And I've already heard from a lawyer. We've already heard from a lawyer, what's your IP, how you protect yourself and your business, if you're going to issue tokens as part of your business, if you're going to accept crypto payment as part of your business, all this stuff. And then we also heard about licensing from Gene from Apewater. He gave amazing advice about, using your IP to be licensed on products and stuff like that. So they have some really good speakers and things to from a business perspective. So Red Rug is officially a part of that. So we'll see.
MBA.
We'll see. There also is an Ape chain coming out. Ape DAO is making its own chain. So for those of you who would do a lot of gaming on there, so we'll see. We'll see how MBA takes shape with that as well. So Red Rug is a part of that. And then also yesterday, I was just on Twitter, as I usually am. Did you see Cardi B supposedly launched her own token?
I didn't see that, but why do you say supposedly?
Well, she made a tweet launching WAP token. I'm not going to say what WAP stands for. You should know if you're in the music and you listen to her stuff.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary if you're over 18.
But she did contract address to get involved. So Bobby, let me know if you threw your $20 in there. But Lamar Odom was in her Twitter comments asking her for a collaboration with his token L7. So he
Very
has a token.
interesting.
So these
I didn't know that.
celebs trying to do something together. But you know who was here before them? Iggy Azalea. We've talked about her on her previous show.
Right.
She has her token Mother, and she tweeted, LMAO, if you fall for this scam, I can't help you. Only Mother provides.
So Mother, by Mother, she means her coin.
Yep, her coin Mother. So I don't know. Now Iggy's like trying to give you, you know, some wholesome advice and just watch out for those scams. So for some reason she thought it was a scam. I haven't checked the updates since last night. Let me guys know if you guys found out if it ended up being a scam or not. A lot of people thought that maybe it was Sahil. Sahil has been full of tokens that are scammed with these celebrities, stuff like that. People thought it was him, but Bobby says he did not. He kept his $20 safe. All right.
Okay.
He didn't degen on this one. Maybe he listened to Iggy and
Did anyone listening? Did anyone ape into this? Did anyone buy any of the Cardi B token? I'm curious. I did not.
Yeah.
I don't think Valerie did. We got to remember, we're not endorsing anything we talk about on the show necessarily. No. Definitely not this.
But if I do, I will disclose if I have some sort of leverage in it or something. But
totally.
I have not degened. I have not explored that deep degen within me yet. I haven't uncovered that layer of myself. It's there. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't uncovered it yet.
Okay, that's fair. One more question.
Yeah.
Have you bought the Mother token by Iggy?
Nope.
Not that either. Okay, me neither.
Nope.
All right.
It's crazy because like I think I'm at the stage where it's like I saw Cardi B's tweet 1 hour after she posted it.
Wow.
Like that's how close I've been. Even Moodang. So I caught Moodang. I caught Pesto token. Like these really like hour span time frame, and like I'm getting better at catching like the trend when it happens. So that's what I'm kind of experimenting with and seeing if I can be consistent with catching, because so far I have been, and that might give me the confidence. All right, I caught that alpha early, let me just throw in the $20, whatever, right, and see if I hit big on one or not. We'll see. But I will give this advice: only spend what you can afford. Don't go spending your child support. Don't go spending your rent money, your mortgage, the money you saved up to buy a wedding ring for your fiance, like, you know, like
or maybe spend that. I don't know. Maybe and then that, you know what I'm saying? You'll save her from your
in a good way or bad. Take that as
I said save it from yourself.
For yourself. Yeah, but it's like
if you're willing to spend it on WAP token or Mother token, then maybe maybe she's better off.
Keegan liked my joke. He said child support, LOL. Keegan, thanks. Keegan coming into our chat. Keegan, thank you so much to our sponsor, Ground Game Strong.
Yes.
And also 10KTF Teaching Tuesday. Make sure you tune into his show every single Tuesday. He never misses it.
Tonight,
6:35 p.m. We will see if he has a guest or not, but he also has a really good show. If you want to check that out today, follow him. But thank you so much for our sponsor, Ground Game Strong, 10KTF Teaching Tuesday.
Yeah, and I'm actually putting the link down here. So I've been actually putting most of the links talking about.
Thank you.
There's a stream going on my Twitter. So there you can find all the links, but some of the links that we talked about.
All right.
All right.
I gotta do that on my stream too. We are streaming on my X, her X, and on YouTube. So thank you for everyone tuning in to all the places where you're at. Let's see. All right, let's move on. All right.
What else do we have?
CryptoPunk. All right, CryptoPunk 1563 was bought for 24,000 ETH, which is $56.3 million.
Wow.
And people are calling it the Kamala Punk.
Why?
Because it kind of has like that short hair.
That's hilarious.
Like Kamala.
But who bought it and why did they buy it for so much?
Well, it was removed from the top sales on the CryptoPunks app.
But why?
But wait, I also was like, CryptoPunks have an app?
I didn't know that either. But I did just hear yesterday by someone in one of the chats that I'm in, that there's a CryptoPunk game. There's a game and they.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't see that either.
Yeah. I'll see if I can pull it up. But yeah, I did hear that is factual. I believe you might have to have a punk to play the game. Could be wrong.
Damn, that's an expensive club to be in to play that game.
Seriously.
All right. Well, the TLDR, if you want to go check out, there's a whole thread on it by OX Quit. So
I see it.
Shout out to OX Quit because he is also head of board security. So he knows a lot and diving deep into smart contracts and looking at that stuff. And so he says 24,000 ETH is a psyop to advertise what is basically a pre-sale, where after 7 days, the punk is sold to the highest bidder with a minimum bid equal to the amount raised in the pre-sale. It also may be a political statement given the name, Kamala Punk and the clown makeup. So this also has like clown makeup.
I see it now. I see it.
Yes. And so anyway, so if you go and check like the contract, like who bought it, who like put the ETH towards it, you can actually see they have like this Kamala token. And so like that was just to kind of bring eyes to that token. And so it wasn't even like a real.
So it was like a psyop in a way because they're oh wow.
So it's called a flash loans. Flash loans are zero risk loans where the full loan amount must be paid back in the same transaction where it was originated. They are useful for ARBs or opportunities for profit where you simply don't have the ETH up front. But this one, in this case, this one sacrificed the punk for that. So they're believing that they'll make some money with this coin that it's kind of attached to, indirectly attached to. Yeah, so that what made the news in the Web3 news. People were getting excited, but then if you look into
I see. So basically, okay, I see. So it basically just seems like one person sold it to themselves, but using a different address.
I don't know.
Different wallet.
You can read the whole. Like I said, you can read the whole thread. OX Quit is the handle you want to look up, 0x Quit. And he has a whole thread if you want to take a deeper dive into the flash loan. He kind of he tries to explain, simple terms. So
very interesting.
Yes, that was that. And then also wanted to briefly share, Keegan says, loving the studio. And so Keegan, speaking of Keegan, Keegan participated in a
gaming, guys. This is the gaming segment of the show.
Now the new segment.
It's okay. This is a segment within a segment. Okay, this is the Web3 news, but there's a segment. That's the gaming segment. Go.
Okay, so Keegan, sponsor, thank you.
TKTF Teaching Tuesdays later on tonight,
6:35 p.m.
Don't miss it.
Every Tuesday, only on X. So Keegan was one out of 30 participants who participated in the what is it called?
Gaming tournament.
No, it's called the Dookie Dash Cup Championship.
Wow,
that was kind of a tongue twister. Dookie Dash Cup Championship. Dookie Dash
doesn't roll off the tongue.
Anywho, so this was one of the first tournaments that Dookie Dash has done. Well, it's really Faraway. Faraway Games was the one who created the Dookie Dash app using the Bored Ape IP. They used to be part of Yuga, but then they separated. But Yuga is still supporting them, and so you're watching it. So, there's also a gaming league called Swamp Gaming.
Oh,
and so I think I was told that this was created by one of the ape holders. I think they're also part of the NBA club. And so they were the ones who did the live streaming of all the games. So you have to have played the game, which basically you're one of the apes or you're one of the IP. You're kind of like on some vehicle. I think it varies, like what type of vehicle you could be.
I haven't played that game. I haven't had a chance.
You don't have to have an ape, by the way.
One of the other things.
Yeah, you don't have to have an ape or anything to actually play this game.
Oh, cool.
This game is available on the App Store, and so they also crushed it. They are like in the top 4 in the App Store.
Oh,
they
wow.
even literally crushed Candy Crush at one point.
Nice. Hey, Candy Crush is big. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That many people are playing Dookie Dash?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because everyone got super excited. Gave them 5 stars, did good comments and everything under the app store
I see.
that. So, yeah. So, Ape DAO funded this gaming tournament for Swamp Gaming, and they also had some really cool gamers participate. I think it was like Rudy and Gabe and Sway, who, I'm sorry, I don't know this completely, like their full screen names and everything, but apparently they used to be full-time professional Fortnite players. Like that's what they did for a living.
Wow.
They left that to be a part of Web3 gaming. They left Web2 Fortnite gaming for Web3 gaming.
Are you guys hearing this? This is alpha.
Yeah.
This is the alpha segment of the gaming segment within the Web3 news.
Segment within a segment within a segment, because there's layers.
There's layers to this.
So, yes. Aiken didn't make it. I'm not going to embarrass him and say how many seconds he lasted in the game.
Oh, okay. Now this is a family show.
In the game.
Family show, Valor.
But yeah, he was not in the top. So I think only the top 16 made it to the brackets. And so shout out to Rax, who made it. Rax made it in the bracket. I saw Nana on there. I think I saw Gucci'ta on there. I know Crypto Dilly also participated but didn't make it. Yeah, so a lot of our friends within the community, they were participating. One request is I would like to see more females. I think there was only one female that I knew that was participating. And it was pretty big. $12.
Who won? Do we know who won?
It was Sway. I think it was big, to be honest, because he was one of the who came from Fortnite. He's also part of the Swamp Gaming. So, did something happen? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, also, too, I'm at 2 battery for this live stream.
So we're gonna wrap up here.
We actually do have to wrap this up.
We're gonna wrap it up here.
Oh my God, Skip on the stream says he just ordered lasagna for lunch. Oh,
no way.
Dang, did we inspire you? Let us know. That we should be
so on
sponsored by a
brand.
lasagna restaurant, dude.
We should. We really should. But in Italian,
have an idea.
it makes sense. He's Italian. Anyway, all right. So before we go, I do need
this heading in and out with audio. I'm needing new batteries for the mic.
Oh no!
Wait, because I did change the batteries. We gotta
Mine's
wrap
on.
it up.
Mine's on. We're gonna. And on that note, tune in. I'm actually being interviewed on the Artist Spotlight with John Carlo and Jenny Pepin from One Love DAO. I will post that link again shortly. And then after that, tune in to Token Talk tonight. This is...
Wait, let me just share real quick. I'm going to run through some of this.
Let's see if this 2%.
So, gaming was one I Sway. I thought it was rigged. And it was... but there is still a chance to win $1 $1 million.
What?
$1 million. If you end the public tournament, you don't have to have an NFT. You don't have to just download the app, whether it's Android, phone, it's also PC, Mac available, all available over
the device you have.
Yes. And so it's just up to, and their giveaways, it's 500, top 500. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 1 million, guys, for number.
For the number.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. 1 million prize pool. Or because it's prize pool.
Okay, so it's not that. But still cool.
Anyways, all right. So, and then next news: BeFriends collab with Funko Pop. Okay, Funko Pop, one of those big-headed bobbleheads, very popular for Comic-Con, like
crazy. What we're talking about.
My cousin collected mini ones. Our house, it's crazy. BeFriends collab with them with the character Dolly Jacko. Okay, so that's how. If you want into collectibles, if you're into BeFriends, if you're into Funko, it's available sold out with Funko Pop, but I believe there were only like 50 or something like that. They
reserved
for like the Web3 community. I don't know. That's gonna sell out.
Interesting.
Next news: Penguins. Right? They came out with their arcade game. Well, someone finally spotted it in the wild.
Ooh,
Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. Want to go to Chuck E. Cheese and can find
There's one in San Diego. That's really interesting. I just got. Okay. I forget.
Next news, our runes back, guys. Our runes back. If you participated back in April during the happening, if you set up a node and went crazy like I did, runes might be because there's a quick mint out refrigerator etched by Wrath.
That's cool.
If you're an OG, you know who Wrath is. Wrath is one of the contract developer code software with Casey Road, who created that's out there.
That'd be nothing.
There's a little bit of a behind the scenes joke, like inside joke of why he chose the name Runes Refrigerator. There's literally a refrigerator door of all these drinks, beverages that they lived on as they were like making the is it a smart contract? The software for ordinals.
I see.
So sustained them. They have all these LaCroix and stuff in there. So they made a rune. Raph made a rune called Rune Refrigerator.
1%.
So anyways, it concludes our show. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay tuned. We have a special episode tomorrow. I will also announce
live from LA
the giveaways because we do have giveaways for our finale. Me and Creatures are going to discuss it. We'll do it. But just stay tuned. Follow us. Turn on notifications. Also, make sure our page there's layers too there's layers TO too, and help support our page. But either way, we also have more news to share about the show. It's kind of crazy. We got an awesome email.
But 1%,
you might see us at Apple Studios. That's all. Okay, bye.